social anxiety out there.
Can struggling teams do to better themselves?
You mean besides make a big trade move? I mean, I think about lineups and schemes. You have to look at what you can control and really establish your identity.
And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. Bounce pass, Maxey. Yabusele passes to Mr. Clutch. Here's Embiid. The rebound by the Jazz. Here's Hendricks. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Hendricks has got the first points on the scoreboard for Utah. Passes it to Yabusele. It's George on the wing. Fires the three. Good on the triple.
Smooth and consistent. That's how I describe George's three-point shooting.
And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a filling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Celtics in Boston. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Embiid inside the line and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
A focal point in this offense, Embiid has no hesitation shooting off the catch.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Mr. Clutch. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And that one, good. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. They get a hand on it. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Maxey taking up that airspace, doing a nice job just bouncing off the floor there.
Utah comes into this one after the win against the Portland Trail Blazers. Will it go? And the layup by George.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is George. Really had troubles in that loss to Boston. Here's Maxey. Off target from three-point range.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
George, no good. The 76ers leading by 5. Here's Mr. Clutch. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Martin comes in for Yabusele. Kelly Oubre's checked in for George. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Maxey.
Riding it up and in off the drive. Clarkson athletic enough to create his own offense.
Down low. Oubre outside. Drummond trying to get himself free, and Drummond is right there.
There are few men in the league that attack the glass as well as Drummond does. He's almost unstoppable chasing down second points. He's a tenacious and ferocious offensive rebounder.
Collins kicks to Clarkson. 1:16 left to play here in the first, and the layup is good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Lowry passes to Mr. Clutch. Oubre on the wing. Still without a basket. Inside, Drummond trying to get himself free. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Jazz trail by 7. Clarkson passes to Eubanks. There's 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Sensabaugh. 6 to shoot. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Philadelphia.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have them, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. You've got Keontae George. He's out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Kessler in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin? Wow.
I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. Clarkson, again, the Jazz score.
And this is what you like. I mean, Clarkson using that tight handle of his to create space.
And there's the pass to Mr. Clutch. Pass to Drummond. Outside, Maxey. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Clarkson. They get it back. Kicks it out to Maxey. Here's Mr. Clutch. 6 points for him. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Martin's got 7 points for the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Sensabaugh. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A really good shot blocker. I like how Drummond times it up when he goes after those rejections. Well done.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Collins checked in for Walker Kessler. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Yabusele's checked in. Here's Yabusele. Still yet to score. Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Jazz trail by 5. Passes it to Hendricks. George against Maxey. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
The 76ers have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe. You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
And the 76ers making a change here. He hits both from the stripe. There's Mr. Clutch. And no good on the last second attempt this time.
The Jazz, 43. The 76ers, 48. Fans, your Jazz youth dance team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this game.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Yabusele out there with George. And there's Embiid. And it's Mr. Clutch. And it's Maxey in at the point. Here's Embiid. Embiid is just too strong inside.
Embiid, such a monster on the inside. He puts a lot of pressure on you.
And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around. And he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. And you factor in his touch. This guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that.
Sexton's shot is good.
You know, the timing, the rhythm. I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
And the 76ers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the foot.
Substitution.
The 76ers will go for a different look here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Gordon comes in for Yabusele. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Oubre. And it's Mr. Clutch in for Maxey. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 11. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Clarkson for 3. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists tonight.
The total answer for this team. Clarkson on one tonight.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to George. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. George has got 4 points this quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Utah out in front. They lead by 3. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And here are the 76ers now. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. And that will be game 3 of 6 played away from home. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
The second half hasn't gone nearly as well for him. He'd only had 1 before the break in terms of turnovers, but that number's growing as this game progresses.
And Utah making a change here. Markkanen's checked in. Sexton is the point. Clarkson is in at 2. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Then it's John Collins. And it's Hendricks in at the 4 slot. That's the group right now for Utah. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from George.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The 76ers shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Sexton against Lowry. To the paint. It's tipped. Stolen by Markkanen.
What? Sicily. He's an entertainer for sure. Not my type, sorry. Not to be rude. It's too early. Nah. I'm sorry you feel that way. You're a beautiful woman, though. You just, a little too seasoned for me. Yeah. Like, you too old, like a little older. No, I'm just saying you're not like what I'm used to dating. I'm just saying. That's all I was saying. I don't want to talk right now. Fuck on with y'all. I'm trying to smoke. If I talk about music. I'm sorry, but Bella. You loud as shit. She was too loud for me. Tell me. kids go to bed. It's early morning. Yo. This 2K shit is so fucking hard to play, bro. This new shit is not like.
I thought I was the only one. I got 22. I can't play that shit for
Boy, I tell you, the 25 is crazy. Like, I mean, this shit real life, realistic. You really gotta, really like, it ain't none of that. You can't just pull up from nowhere.
Sexton against Lowry.
Got to put the word.
Sexton the pass to Hendricks. Now here's Sexton. Tight defense on him. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Utah.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
Clarkson passes to Collins. To the middle. Here's Sexton. Good work defensively by Lowry.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
George passes to Mr. Clutch. And that one hits back iron.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
First team foul. At the line for the Jazz, Hendricks.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
First one falls for him. A different look for Utah. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for John Collins.
Substitution on the court.
.146 left in the game. Back to Maxey. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Embiid. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And here's Collins. Eubanks finds George. Shoots. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one. So great seeing Maxey come through in the big spots, continuing to evolve right before our eyes.
And Kessler throws it down. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Here's Embiid. Misses from short range. And Collins has got the ball here for the Utah Jazz. They lead by 1. George looking over the floor. He kicks it to Collins. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Huge turnover at really the worst possible time. You have to value every possession, especially at this stage of the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Hendricks is checked in, and it's Colin Sexton in for John Collins. George is checked in for the 76ers. Releases. Offensive rebound. No good from Yabusele.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And so he drops them both. It's a three-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a three-point attempt.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're down by 3. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Colin Sexton.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
From deep, George, right between the eyes. A tremendous three to tie it up.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Utah calls timeout. It's tied at 86. 9 seconds left in the fourth. 9 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Markkanen. Puts up a deep three. Oh, couldn't sink the shot, and we're going to overtime. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. From Delta Center, back in a moment. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. And the Jazz with possession here. They've got Paul George.
Substitution on the court.
Overtime still getting started here, just about a minute in.
2 minutes.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Yabusele. Oh, and they take the lead. And the 76ers lead by 2.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Utah calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 1:52 left in the first overtime. And the Jazz making a change here. Hendricks is checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. George is checked in. And that's good from Sexton on the assist by George. Sexton's got it all tied up now for Utah. The pass to Mr. Clutch. Kicks it to Embiid. Over Collins. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Joel Embiid on top of things there, folks. Recognizing a big possession and commanding the ball.
And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Defended by Sexton. Stolen by Collins. To the inside. Goes back up. In deep. Sexton drops it in. Sexton's got 23.
Big shot player. Sexton showing us he loves the spotlight. Seems energized performing here under the bright lights.
And it goes down 2 points.
Tyrese Maxey with a big-time play down the stretch.
Now Markkanen. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on George.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
Maxey attacking. It's in.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Outside, Sexton. Another miss by Utah. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Mr. Clutch. Second chance shot. And another shot. Embiid, no good. Utah calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 19 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. What's your take, guys?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Let's go! Coming on the floor for the Jazz, Kessler.
And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to get yet another overtime.
It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Colin Sexton. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
The 76ers. Number 70.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game. Here's Hendricks. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse.
Let's hear it, everybody. Who wants a free t-shirt? Let's get loud, fans. Stand up and make some noise.
George with the ball. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And with another overtime in front of us, the question is, who will blink first? Nobody wants to give in. A lot of pride now on the line. Pass to Hendricks. Back to George. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The 76ers shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. From deep, George up again. Embiid puts it right back. Whoa, wow.
Embiid will eat you alive on the offensive boards. You've got to box that guy out.
George against Maxey. And the rejection by Embiid. Here's Mr. Clutch. Sexton grabs the board. Sexton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Maxey against George. Here's Sexton.
2 minutes remaining in overtime.
Just 5 on the clock. To take the lead, it's deflected, and he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Oubre is checked in for George. And the 76ers call time here. They're leading by 2. 1:52 left in the second overtime. What a game.
Another big round of applause for your Utah Jazz. You can't see.
Lots of room. Mr. Clutch's shot is off.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
Here's George. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Mr. Clutch. Driving inside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Is on Colin Sexton.
Way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Markkanen against Oubre. Markkanen looking it over.
Really good to see Markkanen be aggressive inside. He's excellent at drawing the attention of the defense and then forcing them to foul.
Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And Philadelphia making a change here. George has checked in.
And now down to a one-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
George against Maxey. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Back to Maxey. Fires the 3. Buries it from outside.
Well, Maxey has proven he's got a good eye out on the floor. He'll spot those gaps in a minute.
Utah calls timeout. They trail by 5. There's 47 seconds left in this second overtime period. Good stuff.
All right, everyone, give it up for your Utah Jazz Dancers once again.
And here's George. Here's Sexton. And Mr. Clutch pulls it down. And now the 76ers on the break. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Good shot. Yabusele.
And he is unable to get the second one.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Outside, Markkanen. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
And you can trust an efficient shooter like Markkanen in the clutch. He's going to get a good look.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
5th team foul.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
76ers. Number 17.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Utah calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. There's 14 seconds left in the second overtime period, and here we are. Guys, your thoughts?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Markkanen from outside. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's Mr. Clutch, and he commits the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
At the line for 2.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
So the 76ers win it. A double overtime game can really take its toll on the players. And after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep and play with that much determination to get a win, it was earned. And I tell you what, they've got to feel really good about themselves for fighting through.
great game.
It's like a sauna in here. Who's on the AC?
Your PSN? Hold on, 1 second. 1 second. What is it? Capital? God. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I sent it. Yeah, hell yeah. Big sports fan. I be, huh? I got like 1,000 subscribers on YouTube type shit. Oh shit, I missed it, bro. I be talking about sports, all types of shit for real. Gaming.